Do you want to know how to optimize your YouTube videos to grow on YouTube? There is more to YouTube than just posting videos and hoping people will watch them. We're going to go over that and more coming up. Welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. My name is Jonathan Dunkerley, and I'm here to help you find the tools to build income online. New videos go up every week, so make sure that you like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notified every time that a new video goes live. Uploading and optimizing your YouTube videos. So we were talking about writing SEO rich script. We had shown you some stuff in Morning Fame that you could highlight those different keywords. You want to make sure that those keywords are actually popping up in your SEO and that, I always use at least the primary keyword at least 3 times in my SEO, and then I use secondary ones, which I also use as tags. Tags are a great way to figure out those secondary keywords that you could target. Write an SEO-rich description, and that will really help your video, because so many people, they don't understand that YouTube is a search engine. So you need to give it words to search. I'm just going to go through a couple different things that you could do, just like hit these points when you're uploading your video. So adding a link above the fold. Above the fold comes from like the newspaper days when you'd have a newspaper and it would be like, I don't even have anything around me that I could display. It's like, it's a fold. You have the newspapers folded over. So what's the most valuable real estate in a newspaper? It's the front page. And then you open it up and that's below the fold. So you want to be above the fold with whatever your call to action is. If you're telling, so let me, like this is an example of one of my videos. Look at that. I don't want somebody to have to click show more for them to see that link that I want them to click on.
So often I see people, they have the links right at the bottom. You have to read throughout the whole description. And we've always got to keep in mind, people's attention spans are low. People want immediate information. So if you have it in those first 3 lines above the fold, it's there. You can tell them, click this link. They see it straight away. And it's these little things that can make a big, big difference.
You're taking an obstacle out of the way is what you're doing. Yeah. Another one that it could be the same call to action that you have above the fold, a pinned comment. You could get something like this. It will show pinned by Entrepreneur's Toolbox with Jonathan. You could have the link, or however you want to format it. It could just be a quick blurb and then a link, and then more people are going to see that. You're giving them 2 opportunities to see whatever you want them to do next. And again, that could just be watching another video. It could be a link to another YouTube video on your own channel. I have my description and my title. See, I put this link. It's actually going to be above the fold there. And then you want to add in your thumbnail. We talked about doing a very good thumbnail that's clickable. And you could add this. This is just, if you go to when you're uploading your video, this is what you're going to see. I use a tool called Thumbnail Blaster to do my thumbnails. And again, I'll drop a link in the description and up here if you want to check out that. But I'm not going to go too deep into the actual thumbnail right now because I have already done a video about it. So just check that out if you're interested. But you could add it in here, or if you're using Thumbnail Blaster, you could actually just upload it directly from that software because it links with your YouTube channel. You always want to add your video into at least 2 playlists. And this is a great way to, when you're sharing playlists, you're able to, get more people to watch your videos. It will help your video rank. And then you could link things like if you have different keywords, say you have similar keywords that you've targeted and you put them together, you can put them all in one playlist. So it's a similar topic. This is another audience. YouTube is very protective of children, and I'm happy for that. So you just have to tell them if this is meant for children and there's restrictions. Don't lie about this. If it's meant for kids, say it's meant for kids. If it's not, then just say it's not meant for kids. And then another one is if it's paid promotions, just let them know if it's a paid promotion. And by that, I don't mean an affiliate link. I mean, say a company you're partnering with actually pays you a certain amount per video that you put out or something like that. Or you ever see those commercials in the middle of a YouTube video? It's like, hey, so-and-so VPN. It's like, whatever, I see those all the time. Those are paid promotions. You're putting a commercial in the middle of your video. And then there's tags. You want to add in the tags. And again, you could use tools like vidIQ, TubeBuddy, Morning Fame, or you could even just go to other videos that are similar to yours to get ideas for tags. So you want to say, what language is it? Give it as much information as possible. What type of license? Allow embedding. You want to notify the subscribers. This is a newer feature right here. Shorts permissions. That means that people could sample your videos and then put them into shorts. You could put what category and then how restricted you want to be on comments. And this is if you are monetize through the YouTube Partner Program. Again, through the YouTube Partner Program, I want to remind you there are so many other ways to monetize a YouTube channel, and this is my least favorite way because it makes me the least amount of money. This is another new thing that they've actually added for monetization, where you could talk about ad suitability, and it's just basically telling them, hey man, I'm going to put a red flag on my own video so YouTube doesn't put the wrong type of ad on your video. So if you think it's more mature content, then they're not going to put like a kid's ad or something. Like, they're trying to find appropriate video. So give them as much information as possible whenever it's appropriate. And then if none of it's relevant, none of the above, hit submit rating, and it's done. And then now this is something else that we wanted to talk about: the video elements.
I know subtitles are incredibly important, but otherwise, yeah, the cards and the end screen are just really great ways to, I mean, you get to talk about that more, Jonathan, but they're great ways to lead people to another video of yours. I always make sure that, I include cards, especially at good strategic points in my videos. When I mention something, if I've made a video about that, I'll put a little card that appears, and then I hope that people will click on it if they want to find out more, and then they go and watch another one of my videos.
Subtitles is a huge thing. You can either add it here once the video is processed, or you can go to your YouTube studio and add it in after the fact. And there's a couple hacks that you could use to get subtitles that are a little bit better. And if you could do them for free, or you could do them, you could hire a service. It's a very, very valuable thing to add into your videos, because again, I want to hammer this in. YouTube cannot search like a visual thing, a video. It takes things out of the video and creates text, and that's what becomes searchable. That's how it is. It scans the video and creates things that can be searched in text. We were talking about adding in how you would post it. So one thing that you could do, see, I have it unlisted. You could post your video as unlisted, and then you can go and pin that comment. Remember I was talking about how you could pin a comment, and that can get somebody to actually click it. What if you just like, man, I want as many people to see that pinned comment as possible? You can make your video unlisted, pin the comment, and then go back and schedule it. The pinned comment will disappear from the unlisted one. And when it goes live, the pinned comment will reappear. The second that your video goes live, you have that call to action in your comments already there. The other two things that I wanted to go over were just these two things. You have the end card. An end card is what comes up at the very end of the video. It's usually just some calls to action to other videos, like what I have here. I have my YouTube growth playlist, and then I have what's best for viewer, and then a subscribe button. But in mine, I actually have a piece of like a graphic that I put that on top of, and then I'm able to like shift my video to the side. You don't have to do this. You can just have it pop up. I just choose to do it because it's what I do. It's my style. But in that way, I'm able to say, hey, if you got value out of this, go check out this video next. But it's all about how you're going to tell people to do what's next. And that's why those end cards are very important. And then the other thing is just cards. So you've seen these pop up on videos. There's a couple ways that you do that. If I reference, like I've mentioned several times in this video, hey, I'm going to do this. I'll drop something up here or in the description. You could use it that way. Or you could say, maybe you have a particular time that you're having a viewership drop off in your video. So it's always better to have them watch one of your videos next than to have them watch somebody else's. So if they're interested, maybe it's not right for them, that pops up. There's a percent, like some people that lose interest may click on it. Now you're keeping them on your channel and in your content, and they're going to see more points where they're going to be interested in your content. Doing these simple steps can set your videos apart from those videos that don't optimize. Do that one extra step that others aren't taking. Do you optimize your YouTube videos? If not, are you going to start? Let us know in the comments. If you want to grow on YouTube, check out this video next. If you got value, be sure that you like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and I will see you in the next one.